Okay, now I'm filming now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah! Afrofrontierism unifies the thought process above. Afrocentric notions of utopia often hinge on a mythologized trajectory of victimhood and or redemption. Most often, Promised Land functions as an invocation of physical space divinely prepared for the faithful. In this narrative, Blackdom was both promised land and promised government lands confiscated from indigenous peoples. My intent is to be respectful of this era's skepticism of experts, considering all known information can be accessed with the touch of a screen in the palm of your hands. Misinformation also exists in the same space. Often reconciling competing narratives works to the advantage of hegemonic society, and I do not desire to further distract the reader. For example, throughout this piece, I consent to using black when referencing people of African descent, even though race does not exist. Racism does. Although black was a Europeanized bastardization of Africanity through a refined process of struggle, black people wrestled with the colonization, and we must do the same. Taking my break, and because I've been taking frequent breaks, my back feels better. So I guess there's something to this walking thing. So I am doing my class, and I get an email from one of the students, and the question is this a formal question? And it's and the people talk about race as if it exists. We can discuss the details of that, but people talk about it as if it exists. And I think that's where the question I got from one of the students about is this a formal question comes from, because it seems as though there's some apprehension to answering that question. And the question is straightforward. Does race exist? If race exists, what race are you? Now that I think about it, one of the hard parts about this lesson for some may be that they are black, but haven't been identifying as black. So if you start Googling about this question, or you start engaging this question like the students are supposed to, you run into the one drop rule. Well, some people are black that haven't been identifying as black according to that rule. This is why in my book I have the intellectual technology, because in a post-colonial thought, you have to think beyond race and within race at the same time. Like, to be post-colonial, you have to be colonial and post at the same time. So